Yeah, what's going on, people? Give me a second to share this to all the other social media platforms, and then we'll jump into the conversation because I see a lot of people talking about it today, so I definitely want to get into it too. Um, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see what this is. What this is about. Talking about Dwyane Wade's daughter, the picture everybody going crazy about. With her um, kissing the boyfriend. The fact that Dwyane Wade's daughter, who is a boy who's living his life as a girl, um, everybody got something to say. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Just posting this some different places so we can get it started. Just want to make sure it's everywhere. Um, Everybody, check this out. Um, you might want to kick it with us. Give us your feedback on it. Let me know what you're thinking about it. Um, let's get it. All right. So, what up, Jay Sean? All right. So first, so the pitch is out. Everybody's big deal about the Dwyane Wade's daughter's the pitcher, and some people don't even want to say daughter and say son. I'm gonna be respectful doing this broadcast to say daughter because that's how they want to do. Now let me address some of the things I've seen people saying about this picture. I keep seeing people say, "Mind your business. That's their business. Why you worried about it?" I'm not worried about it. And I don't think most people are worried about it. But the problem is they put this out here. Nobody asked them to put these pictures out here. Nobody asked us to make them a part of they're raising their child. They're part of their family. Social media is a choice. Nobody puts a pistol to your head every day and make you post. Nobody puts a pistol to your head and say you're not sharing enough personal stuff. You choose to share personal stuff. And when you share personal stuff, people are going to have an opinion about the personal stuff that you are sharing. That's how that works. So this whole sentiment of you can't speak on the way they raise their child, you're right. Unless somebody invites you. What I'm doing with my kids is none of your business until I say, what y'all think about this? And when you post on social media, that's what you have said by default. You have asked for people's opinions about whatever situation you just posted. Because if you wanted it to remain private, you would have kept it private. You wouldn't have posted it on social media. So this whole ideology that we are somehow in celebrities' business, we are. Now, if you seek out information about a celebrity and you dig up information about them, yeah, you're a nosy bastard. You are. You are nosy. It's none of your business. But when they put these things out here, you just said you part of the family. Your thoughts, and unfortunately, agree or disagree, everybody's not going to agree or disagree with or agree with you when you put stuff out. Most people are guilty of having posted something that is not in line with mainstream America, the mainstream world. And then when you do that, people are gonna comment, and that happens. But you don't get to pick and choose how we respond to something you put on social media. And I think that is the biggest thing. So let me say this. I've always had a problem with the Dwyane Wade situation and how he handled this with his daughter, the son that wants to live as the daughter. I've had a problem with this since day one, but I also respect the fact that that's Dwyane Wade's kid. Dwyane Wade get to do what he wants to with his kid. I respect that, but again, that don't mean I don't have an opinion on it. Now, I think it's what Jay Sean said. Jay Sean said Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union promoting an agenda. Now, do I believe they promote an agenda? I don't know. But what I do believe is, I do believe this is more Gabrielle Union pushing this than Dwyane Wade is. I think this is more of this is something Gabrielle wants to put out there because she's the one that's heavy on social media. He's not. That's why I think this is more her than him. I think this is definitely way more her than him because she on social media every day. She posts 3, 4, 5 times a day. She has a history of creating drama wherever she has gone, on sets, on movie sets, on TV show sets. She has a reputation for being hard to deal with, hard to work with. And so when you add that to the fact that she loves this attention she gets from social media, I think this is more her agenda. Now, that's not to let Dwyane Wade off the hook, because Dwyane Wade is the biological parent of this child, and he is the man of the household. So this should be going through the Dwyane Wade filter, no matter what happens. So I don't let him off the hook and say that this is Gabrielle's fault. I think it's more his fault than hers. I think she's pushing the agenda, but I think it's more his fault because, again, he's the man of the house. It's his biological child. So whatever happens with this child should go through his filter, and he should have a big say so on it. So that's that piece of it. But let me say this right here. I appreciate you enjoying me and Raleigh at the Raleigh Improv. I had a good time. Show was crazy. It was bananas. It was sick. And Raleigh show love. A lot of people subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I freaking salute y'all for that. I appreciate it. Let me say this. Let me. So I don't want to put y'all out here as if because I'm asking for your thoughts on it and not give mine. Again, I said I don't agree with the way he handled it, and I haven't agreed with the way he's handled this child's life. Period. But again, it's his daughter. One, the kissing picture. I know some people like before. This is my problem with having these kids kissing in this picture out there. I don't care whether the child is trans, gay, straight, or whatever. I don't want my 14-year-old daughter kissing nobody. If we gonna keep it all the way 100, I'm not one of these daddies. Even with my son, I'm not one of these daddies who think that that your child is could do whatever. I'm not. I ain't one of these dudes who are proponent of little boys just going out there randomly smashing everybody they can. Because as an adult, I understand what comes along with the sexual, all of that. I get it's adults who can't handle a relationship that involves sex. So how you expect a child to be able to deal with that? So I don't. But as a 14-year-old, so I don't want my 14-year-old out here doing nothing. I don't want my 14, my 16, and I don't have all of them, but I'm just saying. So my thing is this. With everything that kids have to deal with in life, just normal everyday life, why would you put the added pressure of social media pressure onto these kids? And why would you put the added pressure of social media onto this kid? Gabrielle's a celebrity, Dwyane Wade's a celebrity and a superstar athlete. So it ain't just about the people who are going to look at her as a child. It's about all these people that love and hate Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union piling on to this child. You're making a 14-year-old deal with adult stuff and adult scrutiny at a level that even the regular child doesn't have to deal with. Even if my regular child decides that he or she was trans, if I have a trans child, just regular person, and that trans child posts a picture kissing his or her boyfriend or whatever online, then they only got to deal with the couple of people that see that, or the people that's in their little micro circle. It's not millions, unless it goes viral, millions and millions of people are not seeing that and not scrutinizing that video or that picture. But with Dwyane Wade's daughter, as soon as it's posted, because of who they are, millions of people are there to react to said video or said picture. Why, as a parent, your number one responsibility is to protect your children. And this picture being posted on social media, to me, is an example of Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union not protecting this child. You are putting this child in harm's way. That's what you're doing. Why would you do that? See, so these are the reasons why I have a problem with this picture. I know people got a problem with the whole trans child and all that's a conversation for a different day. I don't even want to get into that piece of it for real. If you got a problem with him having a trans daughter, it kind of is what it is. It ain't your child. You pretty much got to get over that. Now, what I will say is I thought the child was too young to make a decision to live their life as an alternate sexuality. I think the child was way too young to make that decision. We don't let children make grown-up decisions, and that's a grown-up decision to live your life as an opposite sex. A child that young, because the child made the decision before 14, has no clue of what sexuality is whatsoever at that age. Why would you let a child make that decision? I always say, I think the best way to have handled that, and again, this is Dwyane Wade's child, I can't tell him how to handle, but I think the best way to have handled that, in the movie Moonlight, if you haven't seen the movie, it's a good movie. You got a problem with gay people, don't watch it because there's plenty of gayness in it. But it's a scene where this little boy asked the guy who's kind of like a father figure to him to how do you know if you're gay or not? And his response to me, I thought was the perfect response. He said, I don't know. He said, but you young enough to where you don't have to know right now either. How about you just worry about being a child right now? And then when the time for you to know whether or not you're gay or not, you will know then. But until then, just worry about being a child. I thought that was a great response and a great way to handle that. You show support. That means you said, I don't care whether you're gay or you're not. That's what you said. You said, I don't care about that. Just worry about, just be a child. Just play. Just have fun with your friends. Go to the movies. Go outside and run around. Do whatever you do. Just worry about that right now. That takes all the pressure off the child from having to make one of them type of decisions at this age. And the child didn't post a picture, the adult did. Exactly. 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 They claim he's a genius and he's a genius and mature. Let me say this. Being a genius does not give you life skills. Being a genius does not automatically mean you know how to navigate the landmines of social interaction. That just means you're smart with book stuff. You retain information. But the only way you learn how to deal with other humans is to deal with other humans. And you don't know how to deal with other humans at the level that this child would need to know how to deal with other humans at that age, because that child hasn't been here long enough to know how to interact with adults that long. They have no idea of the nuances and how to read body language and all that. I don't care how much a genius the child is. They don't know that because they ain't been here long enough to know that. They just, yeah, they just haven't been here long enough for that. So that's not an excuse to do the things and expose this child the way you're doing them and the way you're exposing this child. I think one has nothing to do with the other. And again, by doing that, I think you are further hamstringing and further setting this child up for failure. So that's my thing. I just want to know, for people that watch this video after the live ends, tell me what do you think? What are your thoughts on this? And I know we're gonna get a whole lot of, the religion. Don't hit me with the religious Bible piece, because I don't really care about the whole Bible piece of it, because I think the Bible piece is 100% irrelevant to this. I think religion is something y'all weaponize to go against whatever the hell you feel like going against at the time. So don't hit me with what the God said and what God didn't say, and because the Bible is so full of contradiction, is ridiculous. Because you say God said you ain't supposed to be gay, but the Bible also say you're supposed to love everybody, and God's supposed to be the judge. Judge not, yet ye be judged. Ain't that in the Bible? So to somehow come out and say that this is right or wrong, whatever, that's a conversation for another day. That's your own personal feelings, and I'm not knocking those personal feelings. I respect it. And if you think the whole gay thing is, because I think by default, if you're heterosexual, or you're a man who likes women or a woman who likes men, then by default, by definition, you don't agree with being gay or transgender, or you by default you don't agree with that. Now, do you respect it? That's a different conversation. But by default, if you're a woman who likes to date men and you strictly date men, naturally born men, or you're a man who likes to date women, naturally born women, then by default you're not into the whole gay thing. You're not. That's not your thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. See, we got to get to that point too, where we realize just because I'm not into it and I'm down like that, don't mean I don't respect your right to get down or do whatever you do. But again, different conversation, different day. So I just want to speak on that, because I keep seeing the whole that's their business thing. That's their business thing. No, once you post it, it's all our business. Contrary to popular belief, once you post it, it's all our business. You don't get to tell us that we don't get to comment, because again, if you didn't want us to comment, you never should have posted it. You never should have posted it. If you didn't want our feedback, you should have never posted it. But you did. Now you're getting our feedback. And again, I'm not saying crush this little girl. If you don't respect it, crush the little boy. I'm not saying crush nobody. But what I'm saying is, you don't get to pick and choose what other people's moral lines is. And that is what the danger is. Some of y'all on social media, but you don't understand. And clearly Dwyane Wade them and some of these people that's saying leave this child alone, leave this child alone. I agree. Don't dog the child out. Don't attack the child. But before we even get to all of that, don't post this picture. Don't post this picture, because there is a level of scrutiny that is coming. And on top of all of that, the cherry on top of all of this is some evil, no good, miserable, no life having, living for drama and negativity ass bastards on the internet. So when you post stuff like that, you just gave a hot light sign to all them garbage ass people. That's what you do. So why would you do that to your child? So let me know, people. Comment. Let me know, what do you think? How you feel about it? Thoughts? Disagree? Agree? I'm here for it. I want to hear what you say. I respect everybody's opinion. Even if you totally disagree with me, I'm okay with that. I don't take that personal that you don't agree with me. That's not personal. That's your thing, and I respect that. Holla back.